What's poppin', everybody? Today we're going to talk about what happened at RAF 6, where Arman Tsarukyan, UFC lightweight contender, went out there and got into a full-on scrap after a wrestling match that he had won. Just piling onto the reasons why the UFC might not trust him with a title shot. And before y'all get mad at me, I like Arman Tsarukyan. I'm just telling the truth. You cannot be doing stuff like this. We're going to get into that in this video. Guys, please hit that subscribe, and we're going to be talking about it in the video. So if you guys don't know what RAF is, it's basically an organization trying to make amateur and freestyle wrestling mainstream. Doing a great job. Check them out. It's really good. But Arman Tsarukyan had a matchup with this fella right here, Georgio Poullas, and tensions were a bit high in the matchup. Like, as they were going, he was kind of slapping him. You can't club in wrestling, but he was literally slapping Arman to try to rage bait him. It worked. Arman got really, really mad. And after, which Arman won, by the way, after Arman wins the match, he lets his emotions take over. He attacks this guy. And this wasn't no small brawl. Like, Arman's team got in here. The RAF, security, all types of stuff. I don't think this is a good look for Arman, because when stuff like this happens, you just don't look like a professional in a competitive sports space. The same way the UFC runs business, they don't want to see you doing this even in a wrestling organization. Imagine what you might do, what you already have done in their organization. Now, let's just be straight. Homie is good at fighting. I'm a big Arman Tsarukyan fan. I do like Ilia Topuria more, but I think this guy is literally... he might be the guy to beat Topuria. I think he could have been the guy to beat Islam. And this isn't about like the merit in terms of his skill. It's just the way that he conducts himself as a professional. Get what I'm saying? Like, you cannot be out here crashing out, trying to beat up people at RAF. Like, you just can't do this, you know? I think that Arman is literally one of the best fighters in the world. And we all know he's one of the best fighters in the world. This video is purely just talking about why he probably doesn't deserve a title shot, because of his actions, guys. His actions. Just got to let that be clear. UFC 300. I know y'all didn't forget. My man literally crashed out on a fan that was like flicking him off or something. Went and punched a fan, or attempt to punch a fan. The UFC, they don't forget these little things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cannot go out there and be attacking fans because you get rage baited and because you're a crash out. That's crazy work. You can't do that. Now, this one was a bit out of his control, but Arman Tsarukyan pulled out of UFC 311 last minute, I think the day of weigh-in, saying that he had a neck injury. Dana says he couldn't make weight. That's another bad look on Arman's case. Like, it's not looking good for Arman and us Arman fans that want to see him fight for the title when he proves himself as unreliable to be able to get to the fight or to be able to act normal in society when someone might say something you don't like. Another example of my boy Arman being a crash out is the Dan Hooker fight in Qatar. Now, I don't think these guys even had any like big heat going into this fight, but like, I know they had a heated face-off, but there was no reason for Arman Tsarukyan to headbutt and jeopardize yet again another fight after he had just jeopardized the 311 fight by pulling out of it. He could have caused this fight not to happen. Just another strike against him when it comes to the UFC graces and the guys that run the UFC. Dana and Hunter, they don't want to see things like this, guys. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter how good of a fighter you are. You cannot be out here doing this. You can't. You just can't do it. And it's not like I'm making it up either. These are literal facts of him showing a lack of control and jeopardizing fights, or if not showing up to fights. But Medina, why does that matter? He's an elite level fighter. Do elite level skills matter? Of course they do. Does a championship mindset matter? Of course it does. This stuff matters to become a champion in the athletic perspective. But the UFC also likes guys that are reliable. They don't like guys that pull out of fights last minute. They like guys that take fights on short notice. You get what I'm saying? They like guys that greet the fans and are good ambassadors of the sport, not ones that are punching fans and looking like bad ambassadors of the sport. Now, I'm not saying Arman Tsarukyan is like this bad guy or anything. It's not a good look. So the UFC is not going to want to promote someone who isn't looking good to the general public. You feel me? Now, I'm not saying that Arman is never going to get a title shot ever. Of course not. He's too good not to get a title shot. What I'm saying is, if I was Arman, I would literally Lay low. Go do that media run that he was just doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, go do all the eating stuff you're doing, hang out with some influencers, clean up your image, lay low. Don't go attacking people. Don't go into these competitions crashing out. Just lay low, do your thing, get more popular, and then the UFC will probably eventually reward you. But you just cannot keep acting out because at this point, it's a pattern, it's piling on. We cannot have this happening. As an Arman Tsarukyan fan, we want to see the Ilia Topuria matchup. Stop crashing out, Arman. So, guys, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Do you guys think that Arman Tsarukyan might have ruined his chances of getting a title shot in the near future? Or do you think it doesn't matter? The UFC is just going to sweep this under the rug? Drop that in the comment section. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and keep tuning in to Title Talk. We do predictions, videos like this, all that.